Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Reclaim Your Professional Identity podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Pierce, and this is brought to you by the Risk-Free Side Hustle, which you can find at rfsh.co. I'm so glad you could join me because we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to many of us. And that is using a side hustle to build new skills and fuel your professional growth. Now, when I say side hustle, I'm not just talking about having a little something on the side for extra cash, though that's great. But I'm talking about creating a unique space where you can stretch your abilities, discover hidden talents, and even reshape your professional identity. Have you ever felt like your day job can't give you everything you need for personal development? Maybe you're looking at the future of your career and thinking, I know I can do more, but how do I prove it to myself and to others? A side hustle can be the perfect answer because it lets you test your ideas, explore fresh skills, and see how they fit into your life without having to risk everything. In a way, it's like being a chef who gets to experiment with bold new flavors in a small test kitchen before serving them to the full house. One key reason people take on a side hustle is that it allows them to focus on the skills they truly want to sharpen. Whether that's marketing, coding, creating design, public speaking, or something totally different. Think of it as a mini lab where you can play scientist and try new experiments. A great question to ask yourself is, which skill do I wish I was known for? Then consider a side hustle that puts that skill front and center. The best part is, any success you achieve in your side hustle can be highlighted on your resume or LinkedIn profile, showcasing your proactive approach and ability to lead projects independently. Of course, stepping into something new can stir up all sorts of fears. You might wonder, what if I fail? Or do I really have time for this? But here's another question. What's the cost of staying exactly where I am? If you're feeling restless or underutilized, side hustle can re-energize you, spark creativity, and bring back that sense of control over your career path. It's a chance to reclaim a piece of your identity that might have gotten lost in the hustle and bustle of your 9 to 5. When you're ready to take the plunge, start by pinpointing a few possible paths that excite you. Think about industries that align with your interests, whether it's writing, coaching, event planning, or something else entirely. Next, do a bit of research to see what's already out there. Who's running a similar side hustle successfully? What can you learn from them? You can even shoot them a quick message or email, because most people love to share advice when someone's genuinely curious about their work. Then, set a small, manageable goal. Maybe it's getting your first paying client or finishing your first creative project, and celebrate each step forward. Small milestones keep the momentum going and remind you why you started in the first place. Another powerful benefit of side hustles is the network you build along the way. Whether you connect with fellow side hustlers, mentors, or potential clients, each new relationship opens doors and broadens your perspective. You may discover fresh opportunities, solve problems more creatively, or even stumble into a partnership that takes your hustle to the next level. If you're worried about not knowing enough people, trust me, when you're genuinely passionate about something, people notice and they tend to want to help. It's also smart to keep track of what you're learning. Look for ways to document your progress, like journaling weekly lessons or updating your portfolio. This sort of paper trail of your efforts can be a huge confidence booster. It's the proof you might need next time you go for a promotion or decide to pitch a bigger client. And if you face setbacks, well, that's part of the journey, like a roller coaster ride that teaches you resilience and adaptability. Let each challenge be a teacher. Speaking of teachers, I want you to reflect on a question. What's one skill or area of expertise I've always been curious about, but never took the time to explore? This would be a good time to pause and just write that down. Let that question be the spark that pushes you to take the first step today. Maybe that means carving out an hour each week to tinker with a project or signing up for a free online course. Whatever it is, do it with intention. Because once you start, you might surprise yourself with how quickly you pick things up, how good it feels to learn, and how this new energy can breathe life into the rest of your work. As we wrap up, I encourage you to see a side hustle as more than just a hobby or a simple money-making gig. It can be a catalyst for real professional growth, your personal sandbox where you can innovate, practice, and prove what you're capable of. If you've been itching for a change or looking for a way to stand out in your field, let that desire guide you. Because at the end of the day, the skills and experiences you gain along the way aren't just bonuses. They're game changers that can shape your entire future. I hope you found these ideas refreshing and motivating. Now's the time to put them into action. Start small, stay curious, and keep pushing yourself to grow. Every step you take is another move closer to the identity you really want to claim for yourself. You've got the power to design your own path, so why not start today? Thanks for spending this time with me, and remember, you have everything within you to make that side hustle a stepping stone to the future you deserve. Now go make it happen.